Hey everyone, give me a minute here. I'm just sharing this blogcast. Welcome, thank you, I know. It's alright, so here we go. Okay, just give me a minute here. Alright, and I will... Alright, so boom, boom, boom. Okay, so anyways, welcome everybody. Alright. Okay, so anyways, yeah. Let's see. Alright, so anyways, give me a minute here and I will tell you. Alright, so just switching over here. Alright, so how many people we got today? So, okay. Alright. Group. Alright, so anyways, welcome. And alright, Metallica Forever, Stevie Ray Vaughan Fan Club. Alright, share your blog post. Black Sabbath Legion, Metallica fans global wide, David Lee Roth. Alright, so okay. Blog promotion. Alright. Okay, I'm just sharing wherever it is they go here. So, alright. Okay, boom, here we go. Alright. So, okay. Anyways, back around here. Okay, so there we are. Okay, we are live. Alright, oh my god. Alright, there, hold on here. Hello, Larry. Hello, Gwen. Welcome to... Okay, alright, it's Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302. Let me see here. Okay, let's see. Steve Wally, there we go. Send in messenger. Alright. Okay, there we are. So, yeah. Alright. Alright, so anyways, yes. Big Jims Blogcast Live. I know you've been looking forward to it. Right on. I've seen me too. Big Jims Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Thank you for watching. I'll give you my intro. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302. Big Jims Blogcast Live airs Sunday nights on Facebook, the occasional Fridays, the occasional Wine O'Clock Wednesdays. We're now in our 6th year. As Big Jims Blogcast Live debuted back in 2018. This year, expect more craft beer reviews. We've done over 200, 250 plus. Tonight's craft beer is called Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewing Company in Collingwood, Ontario. It's a Bohemian Pils. So I'm trying that for the very first time. We pair it with like a good cigar. Well, wait a minute, where is that? All right, this. It's a vintage Cameroon Rocky Patel. And so, all right, wait a minute. So, anyways, hold on a sec. And, all right. So, all right. All right. I haven't gotten the whiskey into me yet, but anyways, it's a vintage 2003 Cameroon Rocky Patel from Riverfront Cigars. It depends, Larry. But anyways, we pair it all with a spirit with like rum. Hold on, let me put this. We've got tonight. We're pairing it with like Crown Royal Vanilla. So, all right. So, anyways, all right. Well, let me get on with the rest of my spiel here. Retro, vintage, classic, nostalgia, and yesteryear are the buzzwords here. We talk about classic movies, classic rock, classic toys, classic TV, classic pro wrestling, classic albums, books, along with This Week in Van Halen history, along with local events, bongos, countdowns, birthday shoutouts to all of our friends, and and my sidekick, Cactus Jack, here. All right. He's going to sing Happy Birthday later on. All right. All right. All right. So anyways, yeah. The blogcast now is seen in the U.S. and Canada. Is worldwide. It's seen in the UK, Mexico, France, Spain, Germany, etc. Now, thank you for watching. Tune in and turn on and enjoy the show. Politics and religion are banned here. So is my personal life, too. Who wants to hear about that? We aren't spam. I'll tell you right now. We are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. As Big Jim Blogcast Live is all the Big Jim Blogcast Live. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcast, and all these audio listening platforms are listed to your podcast, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live. So look for that. All right, and I want to give shouts out to starting off all the Port Elgin Sarnia groups like Sarnia Rocks, Michelle You Guys Rock, Sporting Sarnia 2.0, Chain Reaction, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the classic rock, hair metal, hard rock, Van Halen groups, all the craft beer, cigars, Star Wars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's, right on. So, all right. So yeah. So enjoy the show and cheers, everyone. And yeah. So we will. I'll throw out my disclaimer too. I may say a few bad, dirty words like shit, damn, screw, fuck. If you hear them, grab yourself a Kleenex, go to your safe space, go to your corner, and because you might hear a lot of those tonight. You may not. So, all right. Well, I'm going to put this under here. And like I said, bongo solos tonight. Yeah. All right. So before we get to some birthday shout-outs, at the top of the hour, news breaking, we've had two showbiz legends pass away from cancer. We'll have tributes to both of them on next week's show. One is Drake Hogistan, age 70, from pancreatic cancer. You best know him. If you watch Days of Our Lives, he played John Black on there for the longest time. He's probably, I would describe him as the William Shatner of soap operas. And also, sadly, John Ashton from the Beverly Hills Cop films and a legendary character actor. He passed away at 75 also from cancer earlier today. Yeah, so we'll have tributes to them on next week's show. This is just breaking. So, now, before we get into our birthday shout-outs, before we get into our countdowns and our local events, our movies, our classic movie, The Ice Pirates, TV-Homeboys in Outer Space, WCW Lex Luger and the Four Horsemen, sci-fi Captain Styles from Star Trek 3, our classic game show host, Richard Dawson, our rockstar plane crashes, Jim Croce, our classic hair metal one-hit wonder, Slick Toxic, and their album Doing the Nasty, and also This Week in Van Halen History. But we got to get our, let's get our craft beer. My craft beer for tonight, it is called Rockwell. It's unfiltered Bohemian Pils. It comes to us from Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time, but before I open it, now I'll set this back here. Before I open it, I do give it a rating out of 1 to 10. It's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. Here's my rating system. Before we get going, my craft beer rating system. 10 to 1, outstanding, awesome, excellent, very good, above average, average, below average, not very good, terrible, and awful. So, yeah, and if you guys feel free to throw in a number, what am I going to give tonight's beer? Would that be a 7 or a 3 or a 2 or a 5? Never know. So, and also before we get going, Congo, gong. Anyways, this is the Growler. This is your Ontario Craft Beer Guide. You pick it up at most LCBOs and your craft breweries in Ontario. It's $3. This is Volume 6, Issue 1. This tells you all about the up-to-date information of all the craft breweries in Ontario, where they're located, what they do. So it's well worth it. Pick it up. There you go. So here we go. All right. So we've got like a good cigar. It is a Rocky Patel Vintage 2003 Cameroon. We got that from like Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. Accompanying our craft beer for tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. So, oh, let's open her up. All right, this is Rockwell from the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. So, let's see. All right, so here we go. There we are. Nice. Look at that pour. Okay. Oh, look at that. Look at the texture of that. So here we go. Yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. And we've got a little bit of writing here back here on the can. Inspired by the legendary Pilsners of the Czech Republic, this beer is the perfect balance of malt and noble hops. In a break with tradition, Rockwell's unfiltered to preserve every ounce of flavor. And I gotta tell you, right off the hop, it does taste pretty good. Yeah, and you can really taste the malty taste in that. So, all right, yeah. All right, so we put this back here. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're, like I said, if you're still here sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. All right. So, that being that, we're going to have like lots of like, all right, good cigar here. I've got, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm just like spraying down. There, I got scented candles going on here too, like diffuse the smell of like the cigar, so I don't want my apartment to smell like a sweat sock. So right on. So yeah, boom. All right. All right. It is Big Jims Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Why don't we start off with the birthday celebrations here? All right. From September 23rd to the 29th, we've got a lot of them. Dave Granger, Paul Holgroth, Tim Kelter, Tanya Sari, Teresa Carr-Lover, Bernell Gerber, Shelley Acton, Shen Brecken, Lori Kelly, Paul Staniforth, Justin Hayes, Cindy Brown, Kim Jackson, Shannon Van Valkenburg, Vicki Laybourne, Greg Greer, Ryan Brown, Miranda Lambert, Matt Burgess, and Tony Vanderzee. Happy birthday, everybody. All right. So happy birthday, everybody. All right. So, yeah. All right. So we just had Cactus Jack sing happy birthday to everybody. But, yeah. Happy birthday, everyone. Your birthday special. You deserve it. Pamper yourself. All right. So happy birthday to all those people I just mentioned. And at the top of the, before the blogcast came on air, we just learned that unfortunately two TV entertainment legends have passed away from cancer. One, Drake Hogestein. You best know him as John Black on Days of Our Lives for the longest time. And John Ashton, legendary character actor and actor, starred on the Beverly Hills Cop films. Both passed away from cancer this weekend. So, and we will have like tributes to them next week. So, all right. So before we get going, here's a little bongo solo. All right. Our hotline. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, answers about tonight's blogcast, you call the hotline 1-800-867-5309 on your rotary phone or your cell. Hey Jim, how's that beer going down? I love the show. There you go. Toll free to call 1-800-867-5309. So if you're looking for Jenny, she's not here. So all right. And yeah, so before we get going here, I want to remind everybody that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms to listen to your podcast to, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live, youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to anyone watching in the Port Elgin groups, Sarnia rocks, Michelle, you guys rock, supporting Sarnia 2.0, pop culture, retro classic, vintage nostalgia, yesteryear groups, all the classic rock, hair metal, hard rock, Van Halen groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, all the blog groups, all the classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Which reminds me, before we get into countdowns, I agree, Gwen. Like, in his later years, Drake was not looking good at all. He had, of course, he naturally aged. Everybody ages naturally. He aged just fine. I mean, I wonder how the rest of his castmates on days are going to take this, are feeling right now. My sympathies go out to them, and of course his family. Now, we're gonna do the cube tonight's, take it out of its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. For those of you under 40, if you need an explanation of what this toy is, this is a legendary toy from the 80s, Rubik's Cube. It's pretty self-explanatory. I am going to try and get the green color, all sides green tonight, in 4 tries. This is one of my first attempts. So, there we go. So, a little music there. So, here we go. 1. God, okay, come on. All right. There we go. 2. All right. So let's see here. Can I do it? All right. Okay. So, anyways, I don't think. Well, wait a minute here. There we go. We got a couple of turns on it. That's what my first attempt. So as you can see, I didn't get all sides, but I've got 3 more tries to do it tonight. So there we go. I'll put it back in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. So, so yeah. Welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. There. All right. So, anyways, as we get into some countdowns now. All right. So. All right. Woof. All right. So Halloween is 32 days away. Thanksgiving is 15 days away. Remembrance Day in Canada is at 42 days away. Christmas Day is 87 days away. Boxing Day is 88 days away. Daylight Savings Time, where we turn our clocks back, is 35 days away. And I know you don't want to hear this, but wintertime is 83 days away. I know, bad stuff. But anyways, that's the ugly truth of it. So, all right. We got that over and done with. All right. So, yeah. Riley, Gwen, Larry, and who else is watching, welcome to Big Jims Blogcast Live. Tonight, we've got our craft beer. It is Collingwood Rockwell. It's called Rockwell. It's like unfiltered Bohemian Pills. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I gotta say, right off the hop, it's very good. Now, they don't say, oh, all right, 4% alcohol volume to it. So, good beer right off the hop. I do give this like a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw it a number. Whether it's it's got to grow on me all through the blogcast. So whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, I'll let you know. And I'm just going to do a little top up there. Might warn you ahead of time. There might be a bathroom break. There might not be. So accompanying that, is our Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so. Very good, very good. And of course, we've got our cigar here. Vintage 2003 Rocky Patel Cameroon. All right, so yeah. All right, before we get into all the meat and potatoes of the blogcast, I'm going to throw out some local events near and dear to here. All right, so anyways, Sunday, October 13th. Okay, let me do this. Sunday, October 13th, 2024 at 9 a.m. is the Thanksgiving Artisan Market in the Pinery in Grand Bend. It's free. Friday, November 1st, 7:30, comedian Ron James performs at the Sarnia Imperial Theater. TixHub.com. You get your tickets at go to TixHub.com. Petroleum Legion Tattoo Festival 2024, December 14th, 9 a.m., December 15th, 5 p.m., 4129 Clearview Road. It's free admission. There's going to be like tattoo artists, piercers, like I said, free admission. Witches Walk, Wednesday, October 30th, 2024, 7 p.m., downtown Strathroy Market. Sunday, October 27th, 11 a.m. to 4 p.m., Spooktacular Halloween Market. Point Edward Arena, Community Hall, 210 Monk Street. Costumes, vendors, trick-or-treaters, cash bar. It's free admission. November 8th, 2 p.m. till November 10th, 6 p.m. is a Sarnia Psychic and Crystal Fair by Galaxy, put on by Galaxy Psychic Fairs. 751 Christina Street North. Children under 12 are free. Tickets are $10. That lasts all weekend. There's going to be palm readers there, astrologers, mediums. If you believe that sort of thing, I take it based. I believe in it. To what? There's going to be a over $2,000 in door prizes alone. So Fright Fest in the Village, 2024. It's going to be at Mod's Variety, Saturday, October 12th, 2024, 3 p.m. till 7 p.m. Free activities and spooky vendors. Ooh, all right. So, Off the Rock. It's a Great Big Sea tribute. Saturday, October 26th, 7:30 p.m. at the Cadetto Theatre in Forest, Ontario. Tickets, eventbrite.ca. If you're into AC/DC, there's a Hells Bells AC/DC tribute. Sarnia Imperial Theatre, Saturday, February 8th, 2024. 2025. 7:30 p.m. 168 Christina Street North. Tickets, imperialtheater.net. So right on. Okay. So there we go. All right. So welcome. All right. All right. So anyways, yeah. I want to give so like I said, if you got questions, answers, comments, phone the Big Jim Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309. It is free to call. You can call me on your rotary phone or your cell. And, say, hey, Jim, how's it going? How's that beer? Love the show. There you are. So free to call, 1-800-867-5309. So, all right. Bang. All right. So, yeah. We've got a good cigar going on here. It's a vintage 2003 Cameroon, Rocky Patel. All right, so, all right, so here we go. This is Big Jim Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. So there we go. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. Our craft beer for tonight is called Rockwell. All right. So, anyways, it is an unfiltered Bohemian Pils. We'll top that up. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. I just say, I do taste the malt in it. It's very, goes down smoothly. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. You're still here, sticking around. Feel free to throw in a number, like so many people have done in the past, So, all right. So we'll just top that up, and we'll set this back here for now. All right. We've got a good show. All right. So let's see here. Group. Let's see. All right. Post. All right. There we go. All right. There we are. More. Just more. All right. So, anyways, yeah, we're posting that. All right. So, yeah, Diane, Riley, Gwen, Larry, thank you for watching tonight. We kick things off with our classic movie tonight, Ice Pirates. Does anybody remember this? This movie? It was released March 16th, 1984. It had a budget of like $9 million. Its box office made $14.3 million. The cast was Robert Urich, Jason, who was a pirate, Mary Crosby. It also starred Mary Crosby. You best know her from one of her roles was like Kristen Shepherd on Dallas. Michael D. Roberts is Roscoe, another pirate. Angelica Houston is Madia. Ron Perlman is Zeno. Now the plot premise. Here's the rest of the cast. There we go. That. All right. And here's another picture of the cast right there. The plot premise of this movie, I remember seeing it in the theaters when I was like 14. The distant future, water is very valuable in commodity and currency. Templars of Mythos control all the water, leaving the galaxy dry. Pirates raid ships and loot ice from cargo holds. Jason, the leader of a pirate group, and a Templar ship, raids a Templar ship for its ice. He discovers and kidnaps Princess Karina. The Templars pursue Jason as pirates. His crew escapes. Jason and Roscoe are captured. They are captured and set to be castrated and lobotomized. However, Princess Karina buys them as slaves. Karina frees both Jason and Roscoe and hires them to find her missing father, went missing for the Seventh World. Seventh World, Earth, a mythical lost planet rumored to have vast reserves of water. The Templar Supreme Commander has his forces pursue Princess Karina to locate the Seventh World. Jason and Roscoe are on the next planet, are reunited with their pirate crew and locate the lost planet protected by a time distortion field. They have to be careful in entering the field as they might be lost in there forever, in time forever. Now, Templar army attacks the pirates in a battle. Time speeds up. Everybody ages. Everyone to extreme old age. Jason and Karina's adult son saves the day for the pirates. The Templars disappeared into the time field, lost forever. Everybody de-ages, and they leave the time field and head to the Seventh World, Earth. So it was a good movie. I did post the trailer on it. I did post the trailer and several scenes from the movie on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. There's like the Ice Pirates right there. That's the movie right there. We've got like of course Mary Crosby as like Princess Karina, and we've got like that Michael D. Roberts. You best know him from. There's another from the Police Academy movies. The voice guy. So there's another picture of them right there. So, all right, good movie. Like I said, I did post several scenes of it. I did post several scenes of it on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages, The Ice Pirates and the movie trailer. So for its time, starring the late Robert Urich as Jason, Mary Crosby as Princess Karina, Michael D. Roberts as Roscoe, Angelica Houston as Madia, and Ron Perlman as Zeno. So, all right. So yeah. They did. They looked awesome. No to what, Glenn? So, all right. So yeah, a little bongo solo here. Boom. All right. Big Jims Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Yeah, so I hope you're having a good time. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. As we get to like our all right, our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by a good cigar, a vintage Cameroon Rocky Patel, 2003. All right. Accompanying our craft beer for tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. Good. All right. Craft beer we have tonight is called Rockwell. It is by the Collingwood Brewing Company in Collingwood, Ontario. I'll just have to top that up. I am trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Very good. I got to say, right off the hop, it's no unpleasant aftertaste to it. You can really taste the malt in there. Like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on the Blogcast. So if you're still here sticking around, feel free to throw in a number. I'll decide whether it's a spring, summer, or fall beer, whether it's not some back deck barbecue, good game beer. So stick around. All right. So, and I might forewarn you guys, there might be a bathroom break, so there might be a little bit of a break. As we move on to our, we've got Homeboys in Outer Space. So, this aired on the UPN network from August 27th, 1996 to May 13th, 1996. It had one season. There were only 12 episodes. There's another picture of the cast. UPN, that network is no longer around anymore. This had to be one of the most dumbest TV shows in TV history. It starred Flex. His real name was Marcus Alexander Knox. Daryl M. Bell played Morris Clay. Flex played Tiberius Ty Wallen, and Rana Barrett as Laquita, the ship's computer. Now the plot: two astronauts, Ty and Morris, fly around the universe in a souped-up wing car nicknamed the Space Hoppity in the 23rd century. The car was a cross between a low-rider and an 18-wheeler. Was piloted by talking female computer named Laquita. The guest stars on here were Casey Kasem, George Takei, of course, John Aston, Gary Coleman, Eric Estrada, Little Richard, Shannon Tweed. They all made guest appearances on this show. This was listed on TV Guide's most 50 worst TV shows of all time. Now, Daryl Bell, you might remember him from A Different World from 1987 to 1993 and 1996's Living Single. The reason it did not, it disappeared so quickly. Here's the primetime schedule network. Tuesdays 8:30 to UPN put it in the Tuesday 8:30 to 9 p.m. time slot. Now NBC had News Radio, which was a great, a hit show for them. ABC had Grace Under Fire, which was also another hit TV show for them. CBS had the TV show Promised Land. Fox had the Tuesday Night Movie, and UPN had Homeboys in Outer Space. So, as you can guess, Homeboys in Outer Space did not last that long. So, It only 12 episodes and it was gone. So, all right. So, anyways, and I did post the I did post a few scenes from Homeboys in Outer Space. Also, yeah, 2 Star Trek actors like George Takei and James Doohan appeared on Homeboys in Outer Space. There it is. There's your the cast members. And there we are, Homeboys in Outer Space. And so, all right. So, anyways, yeah. Like I said, it was the most dumbest TV show ever. All right. So, yeah, that was like Homeboys in Outer Space on UPN, 1996. Yeah, only lasted a couple of months. So, there we go. And I did post several of the scenes on my blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, look for it. All right. So, yeah. All right. So, anyways, for the second time tonight, I'm going to take a stab at the Rubik's Cube. There we go. Take it out of its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug there. And I am going to try and get the green side, full green side. Boom. All right. So, a few turns here. For those of you who don't know what this is, if you're under 40, under 35, this is a legendary toy in the 1980s. It's pretty self-explanatory what you do with it. Try and form all colors, all sides. But tonight I'm working on the green. So second attempt tonight. Here we go. All right. So go back. All right. So anyways. All right. Come on. All right. So anyways, there we are. Okay. So, come on, man. As you can see, I did not get that. I was worse off than I did. So, but I'll put it back in its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug over here. All right. Bongo solo. Boom. All right. So, anyways. Whew. All right. All right. So here we, just. All right. Combination of air fresheners there. All right. So, anyways, I want to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. The audio version will go out later on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all these audio listening platforms where it's your podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shouts out to I got to tell you, we're not spam. Like us, share, subscribe us. Want to give shouts out to the watching in the Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0. Chain Reaction, Mr. Mike's, all the pop culture, retro, classic, vintage, nostalgia, yesteryear groups. All the hair metal, classic rock, hard rock, Van Halen groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. Right on. So as we get, okay. Good cigar here. It's a Rocky Patel vintage 2003 Cameroon. Yeah. So as we get to our, where are we here? All right. So as we get to the Four Horsemen. All right. So tonight we've got Lex Luger and the Four Horsemen. There we are. There's Lex Luger. From here we've got Tully Blanchard, Lex Luger, manager J.J. Dillon, Ric Flair, and Arn Anderson. So, anyways, this was the original Four Horsemen. So, the guy standing on the next to Tully Blanchard is Ole Anderson, and This was their manager at the time, James J. Dillon. Now, all right. So, anyways, as we go along, Ole Anderson was kicked out of the Four Horsemen group. They consisted at the time of Ric Flair, Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, and manager J.J. Dillon. Now, Ole Anderson, they blamed Ole Anderson. He lost the NWA Tag Team titles in Starrcade in 1986. Ole and Arn were Tag Team champions. They lost them, and the group considered Ole Anderson to be the guy that brought them down. So he was kicked out of the group. So, and then they added Lex Luger. So, all right, there we go. So, February of '87, new wrestler Lex Luger from the Florida area was made a member of the Four Horsemen. This version of the Four Horsemen would feud with Dusty Rhodes, Nikita Koloff, the Road Warriors, and Paul Ellering in a series of War Game matches. Now, Lex Luger had lost the U.S. title to Dusty Rhodes at Starrcade '87 after J.J. Dillon interfered and backfired with the referee seeing that. So, anyways, so it was got to be on Lex Luger's mind. So, Bunkhouse Stampede match. Lex Luger, J.J. Dillon, Arn Anderson, Tully Blanchard went against Dusty Rhodes and his team. It was a Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royal. The Horsemen agreed upon prior to the Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royal that J.J. Dillon would win. Arn and Tully exited over the top rope. Lex Luger didn't, and he turned, and he didn't really. He eliminated J.J. Dillon over the top rope, and again winning the Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royal match. Now, Lex Luger leaves the Horsemen on December 2nd, 1987. This is the War Games match. That's the War Games match with like two WCW NWA War Games match that they were involved in. So it didn't end well for Lex Luger. He leaves, like I said, he leaves the Four Horsemen December 2nd, 1987. He forms a new tag team with Barry Windham. On the March 27th, 1988, they defeated Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard for the NWA Tag Team Championship. So that was the extent of Luger's time in the Four Horsemen. They would debut with a new member after that. More on that next week. So, and I did post several matches with them and promos. Bunkhouse Stampede match on my Blogcast page and my Facebook page. So, all right, hold on here a sec. All right. And, wow. All right, so. And yes, that when they did kick out Lex Luger, I aired that promo of J.J. Dillon and the rest of the Four Horsemen angrily condemning Lex Luger for not following the game plan. The game plan was to have J.J. Dillon win the Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royal match as Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard eliminated themselves. Last two men were Lex Luger and James J. Dillon, and Lex Luger threw J.J. Dillon over the top rope himself, winning the Bunkhouse Stampede Battle Royal. And I did post several more of their matches and interviews on my Blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, yeah. All right. So, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29, 2024. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. So, all right. Oh, wait a minute. And if you have any, complaints, concerns, Call me up on Big Jims Blogcast Live hotline, 1-800-867-5309. You want to call me up on your rotary phone or your cell and say, hey, Jim, I love that show. How's the beer going? You know what? Great. 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. I don't think you'll reach Jenny, but you can try. So, all right. All right. Boom. Okay. Bongo solo there. All right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by like a good cigar. Vintage 2003 Cameroon Rocky Patel. So, all right. Our craft beer for tonight, accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. It's very good. Very good. I think I've got a good combination of beer, cigar, and spirit tonight. All right. So we've got, I did bring backup. We'll top this up. Tonight's craft beer is called Rockwell. It's an unfiltered Bohemian Pils. It's by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Very good. It's a very good beer. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Goes down very smoothly. Yeah. It's a kind of beer you can... I think this is a good back deck beer. A good patio back deck beer. I think it's a good beach beer too. So, but more on that. I did bring backup, as you can see. All right, so we'll put this back here. Like I said, I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number. All right. So, yeah, as we move on. So, there we go. We'll just shake this up. All right, so... Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. And, yeah, so as we move on again, all right, so... all right, so we have... You know what? We have Captain Styles. Okay, so we have... Captain Styles of Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. He was played by the late actor James B. Seeking. He was a Starfleet officer and commander of the Federation prototype vessel USS Excelsior in 2285. Styles, he had bravado, he was arrogant, he was supremely confident. Captain Styles, played by the late James B. Seeking. The Excelsior was outfitted with a experimental trans-warp drive. Captain Styles told Montgomery Scott that he was looking forward to breaking some of the Enterprise's speed records. There we go. Here's the cast of Star Trek III: The Search for Spock. He did not... That same evening, Styles was informed that Admiral James Kirk was attempting to steal the Enterprise from space dock. Styles immediately mobilized the Excelsior crew to stop him. Styles told Kirk... He didn't like Kirk at all. So he told Kirk that, reminding him that stealing a starship is illegal, your Starfleet career will be over, and you'll never sit in the captain's chair again. Styles expected the Excelsior would finally catch up to the Enterprise using the new transwarp system, but Engineer Scott, and Styles' unpleasant surprise, sabotaged the transwarp drive. So, by 2290, Styles was replaced as the Excelsior commanding officer by Hikaru Sulu. So, on that same, here's like, there we go. There's like, you've got Spock, Scotty, Chekhov, Kirk, Uhura, Hikaru Sulu, and Dr. McCoy. On that same mission, we had like Lieutenant Uhura steal or lock Mr. Captain Adventure in the closet as Kirk was attempting to steal the Enterprise. And I did post several scenes from Star Trek III of Kirk stealing the Enterprise, Captain Styles, on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So there we go. All right. So, There he is. There's the overly confident, arrogant Captain Styles. So, all right. Okay. So, all right. So I'm just, a good cigar there. It's a Rocky Patel Vintage 2003 Cameroon from Riverfront Cigars. All right. So this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Yeah, we've got Cactus Jack here. Say hello, Cactus Jack. It's Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0. Episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. All right. We'll put him back. Oh, yeah. I've also got the bullhorn here. Hello, everybody. All right. So, yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302. Welcome. All right. Okay. So, yeah. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by like our Rocky Patel Vintage 2003 Cameroon cigar. And also accompanied by Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, we've got Rockwell. It is a unfiltered Bohemian Pilsner. It's by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Very good beer. Very good beer. It's a back deck patio beer. I can just tell you, it's going to be an instant classic here. It tastes really good. No unpleasant aftertaste going down. It's a good back deck patio beer, which makes it a good summer beer. I'll say it, yeah. Good summer beer. There might be a bathroom break, so I'm just forewarning you guys right now. I did bring backup, so... all right. So, anyway, we'll place that back here. We'll open this one up. All right. So, yeah. So, Collingwood, Rockwell. There we go. There's Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. So, yeah. And I do give this a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw the number between 1 and 10. So, yeah. All right. So we move on. All right. Bam. Little bongo solo there for everybody. What? Oh, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to remind everybody tonight, as I'm going to do all through the blogcast, Big Jim Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version of Big Jim Blogcast Live will go out later on Spotify and all these audio listening platforms, which are podcast too, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jim Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give a shout out to everybody watching in the Sarnia Port Elgin groups, especially Sarnia Rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. Supporting Sarnia 2.0 and all the other Sarnia groups, plus Chain Reaction, all the retro, yesteryear, vintage, pop culture groups, classic, all the like classic rock, hair metal, hard rock, Van Halen groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, Star Wars, pro wrestling, Blogspot, classic TV and movies, birthdays, bongos, and Rubik's cubes. All right, so here we go. We've got our classic game show host tonight, Mr. Richard Dawson. All right, so this is him, hosting, best known for hosting Family Feud. He was born November 20th, 1932, in Gosport, Hampton, England. Now, he begins his career as a star as a stand-up comedian. Dickie Dawson, English making appearances at the Benny Hill Show, showcase of the BBC, and other BBC appearances on TV show A to Z and Jukebox Swing. In the U.S., 1961, he hosts a late-night talk show on an LA TV station, KCOP TV. Makes appearances in TV shows like Dick Van Dyke, King Rat, Devil's Brigade, David Go Home. He's best known for Colonel Nuke. He played Corporal Peter Newkirk on Hogan's Heroes for 6 seasons from 1965 to 71. He's a regular panelist on Match Game from 1973 to 1978. Now, Family Feud, 1976 to 1985, and then 1994 to 1995. 2 runs as host and guest hosting for Johnny Carson on The Tonight Show. Post Family Feud, he appeared on The Odd Couple, Macmillan Wife, Fantasy Island, Love Boat, and of course, you gotta remember him from the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie Running Man, where he basically parodied himself. He was the TV host of The Running Man. 1978 Daytime Emmy Award winner for Best Game Show Host. Now, I don't think you could pull off what he did on Family Feud. He was basically known for kissing female contestants against their will. On Family Feud. Unfortunately, he passes away age 79, June 2nd, 2012, from cancer in Los Angeles. There's your classic game show host, Richard Dawson. And I did post more of his Family Feud. I did post clips from Family Feud, Hogan's Heroes, and The Running Man on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So here we are. Here's to you, Mr. Richard Dawson. Cheers. All right, and that is our classic game show host, Mr. Richard Dawson. Okay, so. Yeah, I think if he did that shit sort of today, the man was like a walking sexual harassment lawsuit. I think so. He'd just he would kiss any female contestant, regardless if they pulled back. I don't want to do that. No, but nobody, surprisingly, no network executives took notice of this. So here he is, Richard Dawson, hosting the Family Feud. There we go. So. All right, so yeah, I did post several clips from him, classic clips of Family Feud, Running Man, and Hogan's Heroes on my blogcast page and my Facebook pages. So, yeah. All right, so here we go. This is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29, 2024. All right, so anyways, a little bit of a bongo solo here. All right, here we are. Tonight's craft beer we got going on, accompanied by our 2003 vintage Cameroon Rocky Patel. All right, so I did bring backup in that too. So, excuse me for a minute. All right, so. All right, so yeah. And as later as I mentioned, breaking Hollywood news: 2 legendary actors, TV and film actors, Drake Hogestyn and John Ashton. Drake Hogestyn, if I'm pronouncing that right, you know him best from John Black on Days of Our Lives, and he passed away age 70 of pancreatic cancer. earlier this weekend, and John Ashton also passed away earlier this weekend. Age 75. He was in the Beverly Hills Cop films. We'll have tributes to both of them next weekend. So, yeah. A bit off topic here. Cigar accompanied by our Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. I'm going to top that up a little bit. All right, so there we go. Our craft beer for tonight, it is, well, let me top that up. It is, we've got Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewing Company in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. I'm basically trying this for the very first time tonight. Very good. A very good beer. Goes down very smoothly. It's going to be a spring-summer beer. I can tell by that. You can taste the malt in it, but it's a good beer. Good beer. It's a good back deck patio beer. So more on that later on. I do give this a rating out of 10 later on the blogcast. So if you're still here and sticking around, feel free to do so. Feel free to throw it a number between 1 and 10, as so many of you have done in the past. So, yeah. So we got to put this back here for now. All right. So as we get to our Rockstar plane crashes. Now, if you know this guy, Jim Croce, legendary singer-songwriter. So, we grab our airplane. Okay. So it was basically, he's known for Bad Leroy Brown. You don't mess around with Jim. Hey, operator. Or operator, help me make this call. Bad Leroy Brown. Baddest man. Well, anyways, this happened Thursday, September 20th, 1973. Now, 73, what was that, somebody tell me whether it was 40-something years ago. Thursday, September 20th, 1973, Jim Croce, pilots Robert Elliott, Mari Wasahama, comedian George Stevens, booking agent Ken Cortese, and road manager Dennis Rast were killed when they chartered Beechcraft E-185. It crashed into a tree during takeoff from the Natchitoches Regional Airport in Natchitoches, Louisiana. Jim Croce was 30 years old when he was flying to Sherwin, Texas for a concert. Investigation showed that the twin-engine plane crashed after clipping a pecan tree at the end of a runway. The pilot failed to log at enough altitude to clear the tree and had not tried to avoid it, as it was the only tree in the area and well after sunset. So they were going, let's say my hand's the tree, they clipped, bang, boom. It didn't clear the runway. And this was this is the picture of the crash there. So that was left of the plane there. National Safety Board, probable cause, pilot error due to his downwind takeoff into a black hole, severe darkness, limiting his visual perception. So, bam, hit tree, boom, that was it for Mr. Croce. So, all of them died on impact. There we go. Jim Croce is buried at the Solomon Memorial Park in Fraser, Pennsylvania. So, and I did post, there's the clip, there's the picture of the plane right there, what was left of it. So, bad Leroy Brown. Here's another picture of Jim Croce. And so, yeah, so I did post the whole backstory of his plane crash on my Blogcast page, my Facebook page. I did post several videos, bad Leroy Brown, you don't mess around with Jim, operator, on my Blogcast pages too. So very, very young talent, cut down in the prime of his life. So, all right. All right. So, anyways, this is Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. We've got Cactus Jack here. Say hello, Cactus. Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0. All right. So, there we go. Yeah, and I do have the bullhorn here. Okay, so, Hello, everybody. I hope you're enjoying yourself watching the broadcast tonight. Yeah. All right, so, tonight's craft beer, accompanied by, I've got a good cigar here, Rocky Patel Vintage Cameroon from 2003. Excuse me. All right. So yeah, accompanying that cigar tonight is Crown Royal Vanilla. The craft beer for tonight is called Rockwell by the. It's an unfiltered Bohemian Pilsner. This is how it looks. All right, I'll give it a little top up here. Like I said, by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Yeah, good tasting beer, goes down very smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. Now, when I do these like craft beer reviews, you know, I just don't go, well, it's very highbrow, high exquisite tasting craft beer. No, you know what? I don't do that kind of shit. I just go with my gut, what I feel. So, yeah, we've got. All right. So, anyways, let me excuse me for a minute here. There we are. Gotta pick some. Oh, there we are. So, all right. So, yeah, I just go with my gut on what this beer means. It's, like I said, it's a good, very good tasting beer. You can taste the malt in it. It does go down smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. It's a good spring summer beer. Good back deck beer. Good patio beer. Damn. And like I said, I do give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast. If you're still here and sticking around, feel free to throw out a number like everybody else has done. Number out of 10. It's going to grow on me all through the blogcast. So, and I'm going to tell you, there will be like a bathroom break. I don't know when. So, all right. There we go. Got to relight that. There we are. So I'm just like spraying it down there. Yeah, Big Jim Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. As we get to our hair metal one-hit wonder. Whew. Yeah, that's. I can feel that. Whoa. All right. Bam. All right. Ooh, let's take a breather here. Fuck. All right, Larry, Gwen, Riley, Diana. I see you've all been tuning in. Great. Good. So, as we get to our hair metal one-hit wonder here, we have Slick Toxic. Anybody remember? Here's another picture of them. So there you go. We've got both the hair metal Pretty Boys. They were active from 1988 to 1994. Their singer Nick Walsh, drummer Kevin Harrison, guitarist Rob Bruce, and Kevin Kevin Gale, bass player Pat Horwath. They released in 1991. They released like their debut album EP on Capitol Records, Smooth and Deadly. 1992, I've got their like Doing the Nasty CD here. It reached gold status. That means over 500,000 copies sold. Number 61 in the Canadian charts. They go on a North American tour. 1993. They are Juno winners. Hard Rock Album of the Year. 1992. Much Music Video aired. Best Metal Video. White Lies, Black Truth. People's Choice Awards. They were openers for like for the later version of Black Sabbath. Kim Mitchell, Yngwie Malmsteen, Faster Pussycat, 5440, Tragically Hip, and Spinal Tap. Now, at the 1994 Juno Awards, all right, so, anywho, bad news. Pat Horwath gets drunk, steals a limousine, trashes it. He's fired from the band. Band leaves EMI Records. They're signed by A&M Records. 1994, they're irrelevant. Second LP fails to chart due to grunge music being the flavor of the flavor. A&M drops the band. Band breaks up. There's no reunion. But there's a lot of Skid Row comparisons. Like I said, actually, let's look at Doing the Nasty here. We've got like Big Fucking Deal, Hell of a Time, Sweet as Silent, White Lies, Black Truth, Cherry Bomb, Marionette, It's Not Easy, Crashed, By the Fireside, Blood Money, Cheap Nicotine, Midnight Grind, Rachel's Dead. Produced by Paul Geckos, whatever. But yeah, as you can see by this CD, it's pretty much, alright, pretty much really old. There's a close-up of it, so it cracked. So I did find this in like a cutout bin. But they had a couple of cool songs on there. I did post Doing the Nasty, or no, White Lies, Black Truth on my like and Hell of a Time on my like blogcast page and my Facebook pages. Now, like I said, comparisons to Skid Row. Nick Walsh, who was in the center, guess who he looked like at the time? Oh, Sebastian Bach from Skid Row. So, all right, look at that. Compare the two. Nick Walsh, Sebastian Bach. Sebastian Bach is also from Peterborough, Ontario. But comparisons ended there. Bach is still around today, touring and all that. Skid Row's around. Slick Toxic, even the name, Slick Toxic, Skid Row. I think they were like, basically like they were a rip-off of like Skid Row, but they had some pretty good songs to it. So, all right. So anyway, White Lies, Black Truth. All right. So, all right. So yeah. And like, yeah, look for them. Like, I posted interviews with like Nick Walsh, singer Nick Walsh. He's still around today doing his own thing. So, all right. So yeah. And I did post doing the Hell of a Time and White Lies, Black Truth on my blogcast pages and my Facebook pages, so look for them. It's pretty good songs though, but unfortunately, like Nick Walsh was compared to like Sebastian Bach at the time. All right. So, anyways, all right. So, anyways, for the third time out of 4 tries, I'm going to take the Rubik's Cube here. Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug, suitable for your mornings. Now, if you're under 30, you're under 40, under 30, I probably, this toy was a legendary toy in the 80s. It's pretty self-explanatory what you do with it. You've got to try and get like all colors, all full colors, all sides here, all 9 sides. Tonight I'm focusing on the green. So, anyways, I am going to give it a few spins here. I'm going to try and get the full green side. here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, man. Like, let's see here. All right, so that goes there. That goes there. Yeah. All right. So, anyways. Okay. All right. So a few turns here. There we go. Come on. All right. So, anyways, that's what I got right there. So we'll put it back in its Big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug right there. Set it over here. Okay. So, all right. It's almost that time for my most favorite time in the blogcast. All right. So, Big Jim Blog. This is Big Jim Blogcast Live version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Thank you for watching. Yeah. All right. And so, and if you want to, like, oh yeah. All right. And if you want to, like, call me up, Big Jim Blogcast Live call or hotline 1-800-867-5309. Use your rotary phone or your cell. It's toll free to call 1-800-867-5309. There we go. Hey Jim, how's it going? Yada yada yada. I love that craft beer. How's the craft beer doing? Love the show. There we go. 1-800-867-5309. Call me up on your rotary or your cell. And yeah, so here we go. So, all right. So yeah, we're having a good time tonight. Thank you for ending your weekend with me. Tonight's craft beer, accompanied by a Cameroon Rocky Patel Vintage 2003. I got that from like Riverfront Cigars here in Sarnia. Ooh. There, spraying the place down. All right. We've got Crown Royal Vanilla. All right. Tonight's craft beer is called Collingwood. It's called Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight. Damn good. Very good. I'm going to go out. I'm going to say this is both a spring, summer, and fall beer. It's a good back deck patio beer. It goes down really smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste. You can really taste the malt in it, but that doesn't matter. It's really good. You can bring this beer to the beach, any sporting event. Okay, hold on a sec, people. There's going to be... I got to disappear for a minute, for a second. I'm back. Here we are. So, yeah. Yeah. So here we are. It is the Rockwell. It is like by Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. I will give it a rating out of 10 later on in the blogcast, maybe 5 minutes or so, with my final thoughts on this beer. So when I do these craft beer reviews, when I do these craft beer reviews, I just don't go, wow, it's a very exquisite, highbrow, high-tasting, high society beer. No, you know what? I don't do that. I go with what's in here. So, yeah. All right. So that's it. And that's that. So, all right, yeah. We'll put this back here. Oh, all right. So, anyways, all right. All right. So, okay. We're gonna get to my most favorite time in the blogcast. It's called This Week in Van Halen History. Wow. So, yeah. All right. So, This Week in Van Halen History covers from September 23rd to the 29th. September 23rd, 1982, Van Halen plays the Sunset, plays the Summit in Houston, Texas. September 23rd, 1980, Sammy Hagar attends a party at the Sweetwood Music Hall in Mill Valley, California. We cover all areas of the band here. September 23rd, 24th, 2003, Sammy Hagar releases Sammy Hagar and Friends. September 24th, 2011, Sammy Hagar plays the B.R. Cohn charity concert at the B.R. Cohn Winery Amphitheater in Sonoma, California. September 25th, 1979, Van Halen plays the arena in Duluth, Minnesota. September 25th, 2017, Sammy Hagar and the Circle play the main center for the Performing Arts of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. September 26th, 1988, David Lee Roth plays Rambuka Hall in Nyoga, Japan. September 26th, 2019 actually, Sammy Hagar joins Grateful Dead's Bob Weir for a private benefit concert for the Maine Academy in Sweetwater Sonoma Music Hall in Mill Valley, California. September 27th, 2012, Alex Van Halen attends an art platform event at the Barker Hangar in Santa Monica, California. September 28, 1978, Van Halen opens for Black Sabbath at the Coliseum in Spokane, Washington. September 28, 2015, Van Halen plays the Action Pavilion in Phoenix, Arizona. September 29, 1986, David Lee Roth releases the Spanish version of Eat 'Em and Smile. Sonrisa Salvagea. So, there you go. September 29th, 1984, Sammy Hagar plays the arena in St. Louis, Missouri. And that is it for This Week in Van Halen History. Right on. So, all right. Boom. A little bit of a bongo solo there for everybody. All right. So, and if you want to call me up, the hotline 1-800-867-5309. It is toll free to call. You can call me on your rotary phone right there, or your cell. How's the beer? What are you going to rate it? Love the show. Yeah. So I don't think you'll get Jenny, but 1-800-867-5309. Free to call. So all right. All right. Boom. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to give my final thoughts on this beer, but on Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Before I do that, we've got accompanying this beer tonight is like a good cigar, Rocky Patel Vintage Cameroon from like Riverfront Cigars right here in Sarnia. We've got like our Crown Royal Vanilla. All right, so good combo. My final thoughts on this beer. All right, so here we go. If you want to throw out a number, feel free to do so. And like I said, this is Collingwood Rockwell. This is Rockwell by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Now, when I do these reviews, I just don't go, well, it's a very exquisite, highbrow, high society tasting beer. No, I don't. I go with my gut and what's in here. So, all right. So, as I'm trying this beer for the very first time tonight, all right. So, give it a little top up. I gotta say, this is like a good spring, summer, and fall beer. Goes down very smoothly. No unpleasant aftertaste to it. It's a good back deck patio beer. Good barbecue beer. Good beach beer. It's a good meat beer. You can barbecue this with steak or ribs, or like you take this to the beach. You can take this to baseball games, wherever it's allowed. All right, so I've been thinking long and hard about this. All right, I'm going through my numbers here. All right, nope. There, perfect. I am going to give this a 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10. Fuck. All right, let me type this in here. All right, so anyway, there we go. Okay. 9. 9 out of 10. There we are. So, yes, for Rockwell, Unfiltered Bohemian Pilsner is by the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. 9 out of 10. So there we go. All right. So yeah. Can't say enough about this beer. Like, I mean, this is a do again. Definite do again. And where do we? And I'll just set this back here. And of course, 9 out of 10. Of course, where you know it's awesome, it's complex, interesting, makes you want more right away. High seller potential. All right, so there we are. Those are my final thoughts on that. Yes, go out and get this beer wherever you can find it, or go to the Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. Damn good beer. All right, so anyways, all right, go spray this down. Okay, so yeah. Once again, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29, 2024. Yeah, all right, bam. All right, a little bit of a bongo solo there for you. We've got the 9 out of 10 on the Rockwell Bohemian Pills by Collingwood Brewery in Collingwood, Ontario, Canada. All right. Boom. Okay. We got Cactus Jack here. All right. Hello, Cactus Jack.
Hello, Cactus Jack.
Yeah. All right.
Alright.
Yeah, Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0.
Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0.
All right. So, yeah. And, well, now some of you have been asking me for, a lot of you have been asking me for t-shirts. Here they are. They are, if you want t-shirts, just they are $35, shipping and handling included. It takes 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. You can email me on with an email. You can give me an e-transfer, money order. Let me know what you want and what design. There's the white t-shirt, there's the baseball jersey, there's the classic design right there, tank top, any design. Tell me what you want, and I will try to get that out to you within 4 to 6 weeks. You know, that's the mail. $35, shipping and handling included. There we go. As I've sent a couple out to satisfied people. So anyways, there you go. T-shirts, $35, shipping and handling included, 4 to 6 weeks for delivery. Any design, you email me on my blogcast pages or my regular Facebook page with what you want, design, and I'll try and get that out to you. There you go. All right. So I am going to give you like my inspirational, motivational quote. If you want it, go for it. Take a risk. Don't always play it safe, or you'll die wondering. And that's by Unknown. I'll repeat that. If you want it, go for it. Take a risk. Don't always play it safe, or you'll die wondering. Unknown. All right. So, and that's true in most life, in most aspects of life, like business, love. It hits home. So, yeah. All right. So yeah. If you want to give me a call, you want to ring me up, 1-800-867-5309. Either call me on my up on your rotary phone, your cell. I love the Tonight Show. Where can I get that beer? Yada 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 yada. So 1-800-867-5309. Toll free to call. So, all right. So yeah. Last time tonight, I'm going to do the cube thing. So take it out of its big Jims Blogcast Live coffee mug. All right. And I'm going to get the green. This is where I started off. So, where? Right there? All right. So here we go. All right. So here we go. Come on. How do I get that over there? All right. So, anyways, come on. There we go. That's what I got tonight. I didn't get all. I'll be doing this all year long to the end of the season. So, anyways, yeah. There's your Rubik's Cube. Goes back right over here. All right. So, yeah. All right. 9 out of 10 on Collingwood Rock on Rockwell. Unfiltered Bohemian Pilsner. All right. So, yeah. Put that back over there. All right. So, yeah. So anyways, I'm going to remind everybody tonight that Big Jims Blogcast Live is not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version of Big Jims Blogcast Live will go out later on all these your audio listening platforms like Spotify, Apple Podcast, and my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. I want to give shout out to you watching the Sarnia Port Elgin groups. Sarnia rocks. Michelle, you guys rock. All the Chain Reaction, all the yesteryear, vintage, retro, classic, pop culture, nostalgia groups, all the classic rock, hair metal, hard rock, Van Halen groups, all the craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Wars, Star Trek, pro wrestling, blogspot, classic TV, movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. That's it for me tonight, people. All right, this is Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, episode 302, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. We gave a 9 out of 10 to the Rockwell Bohemian Pilsner by Collingwood Brewing, Collingwood, Ontario. Our birthday shout-outs, Dave Granger, Paul Horgold, Kim Kelter, Tanny Sari, Teresa Carr-Luber, Cornell Gerber, Shelley Acton, Shan Brecken, Lauren Kelly, Paul Stanford, Justin Hayes, Cindy Brown, Kim Jackson, Shannon Van Valkenburg, Vicky Laybourne, Greg Greer, Ryan Brown, Miranda Lambert, Matt Burgess, Tony Vandersloot, these countdowns, local events, movie The Ice Pirates, TV-Homeboys in Outer Space, Lex Luger and the Four Horsemen, Captain Siles from Star Trek 3, our classic game show host Richard Dawson, our rockstar plane cracker Jim Croce, our hair metal one-hit wonder Slick Talk is doing the nasty, of course, this week in Van Halen history, 9 out of 10 on the beer tonight. Our inspirational motivational quote, if you want it, go for it, take a risk, don't always play it safe, you'll die wondering. So, yeah. And of course, we are not spam. Like us, share, subscribe to us. The audio version will go out later on these, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, plus my own YouTube channel, Big Jims Blogcast Live at youtube.com. All right. Shout out to watching the Port Elgin Sarnia groups. Van Halen, hard rock, hair metal, classic rock, craft beer, cigars, sci-fi, Star Trek, pro wrestling, Star Wars, blog groups, TV, movies, birthdays, bongos, Rubik's. All right. You'll see me next weekend. Cheers, everyone. For Big Jims Blogcast Live, version 6.0, I'm Jim. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, so, all right. So I will see you later. Thank you for ending your weekend with me, Sunday, September 29th, 2024. Hopefully I didn't forget anything. The bongo solos. Bam. Alright. Cactus Jack. There we go. So, anyways, thank you, Larry, Gwen, and everybody else who watched tonight. So cheers, everyone. Be good, be safe, and I'll see you next Sunday.